This music is perfect for this.
All right, there we are. Perfect. Okay, so now I am live.
Do we still have music?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. As you can hear in the background, my girlfriend is here with me. I am going to try to show her the DREAMIO AI-powered adventures.
Try is
Right, exactly.
clearly the word here.
And so let's take a look. All right. So I have talked to her a little bit about these, and I'm going to let her pick the topic today. So,
I want a refresher.
Well,
have you played them both yet?
There's more than two.
Okay.
So let's look through them.
Have you played both of these so far?
Yes, multiple times, but I've only posted once when I died.
I mean, I like both of these themes, but zombie's always an easy choice.
Okay, well, there's more.
Oh.
Cyberpunk.
2 cyberpunks?
Oh, hold on. This is my save files. Hold on. Start new adventure.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You mentioned the alien planet.
So, yeah. Cyberpunk, Alien Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to read them, or do you just want to know what the titles are?
Just like, I don't know. Yeah.
Medieval.
The zombie apocalypse picture is different than the other picture.
Right. It's AI generated pictures, AI generated narration, AI generated chat GTP, basically.
Oh, yeah. The choose your own adventure comparison.
Nuclear Holocaust.
Apple. I need something a little chipper than... More chipper than nuclear holocaust.
Alien invasion.
Yeah, no. Search for anomalies. Ooh.
Or create a new template. Let's just stick. And they also has
Oh, is that like they put that prompt in?
Right.
Oh, right from the settlement.
So what are we doing?
Let's do the medieval. Let's do the zombie one for now, and then I might want to go back to that. Finding anomalies.
All right, well, let's start with the zombie apocalypse.
Don't break the finding anomalies. Okay. Awakened by screams, you see disoriented, bloodied people attacking others outside your window. It's a zombie apocalypse. What will you do next?
Now, I wonder if I put in a prompt saying I'm not alone, I'm with my girlfriend, if it will take that from the beginning, and then we'll both be in the story.
Oh, well, what if you said, like, I turn away from the window to wake up my girlfriend?
You know what? Let's use that prompt. How about you just say what you just said? You ready?
I did. I turn away from the window to wake up my boyfriend. Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to say...
But am I playing as me or you?
Okay, fine. Okay. You're right. You play as you. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I was playing and she was here. No. She's playing and I'm here. She's right. Okay, here we go. Take 2. You ready?
Okay. I turn away from the window to wake up my boyfriend. I like the other music better.
You shake your boyfriend awake, but he's groggy and disoriented. He doesn't believe you at first, but the sounds of chaos outside convince him. What will you do next?
So now, it still hasn't presumed my gender, so maybe...
It does not matter. Okay, so we have choices here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we have prompts here, or you can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, so choices are gather supplies or barricade, and I mean, the survivors is a second level action. What do we do?
I don't know.
I kind of want to screw with it. Like,
you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Okay, so hit record.
Hit record. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You guys ready? I have no idea what she's going to say.
We remember we have an action plan, and we grab our go bags and head out to our all-terrain vehicle. See what it says about that.
It may have picked up all-terrain vehicles because
You quickly gather your go bags and make your way to the garage where you keep your all-terrain vehicle. As you load up, you hear screams and gunshots in the distance.
Ooh.
What will you do next?
Okay, alright, well, slow choices. What are my choices? I'm assuming. Okay. I'm ready.
None of these? You want your own?
We know the route ahead and have already identified a few supply places where we could pick up things as we go to the bunker our friends have been developing.
You and your boyfriend set off down the familiar route, avoiding the main roads and sticking to back alleys.
Reiterating.
As you pass by abandoned cars and overturned trash cans, you keep an eye out for any signs of danger. You reach the first supply place on your list, a small convenience store. What will you do next?
It took my meta story of like my next steps and inserted where it could create a challenge and a piece.
But the last time I did a zombie one, I actually went to a bunker. We started a farm inside the bunker, basically growing our own food. Then we came out of the bunker. We went to this like settlement where the people were. I eventually made a cure and I won. I survived. Because I told them I was a world-renowned scientist.
It's like BYOE, bring your own everything.
Okay, so what's the next step?
What do we do next? Okay, hit the thing.
Okay.
As we slow down to approach the supply space, we realize that the windows are broken and some of the lighting is already disturbed. We decide at the last minute to accelerate and keep going to the next.
Thinking.
You speed past the damaged convenience store and continue on to the next supply spot. As you drive, you see more and more signs of destruction and chaos. Eventually, you reach the second supply place on your list, a hardware store. What will you do next?
Do you want to go in and see if there's zombies in there?
It's the hardware store that everyone's gonna go to. I guess I should kick in some doors and try to fight something.
Do you want to see what they suggest? Here we go.
Oh, maybe do the distance deed. I'll see at the hardware store. Okay, no, I don't know about all that.
No, if I was in zombie apocalypse, I would be inside of like
Not a place with windows.
Well, yes. It would be like a Walmart or like a Meijer or like a big store that has like lots of food and other things too, because then you'd live there for a long time.
Didn't a YouTuber do videos on like how long you could live in supermarkets?
Yep.
Like how to live.
I've watched those videos. I would be ready.
You have a plan.
Okay, so what's your plan? And a hardware store is not the place. They don't really have a lot of food. They might have some snacks.
Yeah. No, they're not gonna have a lot of food. Okay. I'm ready.
You're ready.
We park in a safe location and cautiously make our way inside. We're looking for blunt weapons and other ways to fortify.
You and your boyfriend enter the hardware store, carefully navigating around the barricades at the entrance. Inside, you find a variety of tools and supplies that could be useful for fortifying your bunker. You grab some hammers, nails, and boards to board up windows and doors. As you search for blunt weapons, you hear shuffling sounds coming from one of the aisles. What will you do next?
So, of course, the narrator remembers that I'm still here. But my girlfriend, when she does her prompts, never mentions me.
What, so I'm supposed to say what you do too? Like,
yeah.
You can't say what you do?
Oh, my. All right. What will we do next?
Grab whatever blunt weapons we can find and get out of there. Cautiously investigate. Let's see if it's a survivor or a zombie. Just bail. I don't know. What do you think? Are you going to be the brave one and cautiously investigate?
What are you doing? All All right. Okay, here we go.
Crouching in silence. Giving you big doe eyes.
I have a small conversation with. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Sorry.
It's your story, so it's not I. You would be I.
Yeah.
So I'd say my boyfriend. Yeah. Okay. My boyfriend has a conversation with me, reminding me that we are on our way to the bunker to meet the rest of our friends. So we should probably gather supplies quickly and get out of here.
Oh, bam. Okay.
Because we were on our way to the bunker that you suggested at the beginning, remember?
It's very realistic.
You nod in agreement and quickly grab some blunt weapons, including a baseball bat and a crowbar. You also find some heavy-duty rope that could be useful for securing the bunker's entrance. With your supplies gathered, you make your way back to the all-terrain vehicle and continue on your journey towards the bunker. As you drive, you see more abandoned cars and overturned trash cans, but thankfully no signs of danger. What will you do next?
The little Mad Max vehicle going on.
Yeah, keep driving. I mean,
Let's see, what do they say? Said choices.
I'm grateful for the supplies, but I'm feeling anxious about what's ahead. Just click that one.
Oh, you just want me to click that one? This one here?
Yeah.
All right.
As you continue driving towards the bunker, your anxiety grows with each passing moment. The deserted streets and abandoned cars serve as a constant reminder of the danger that lurks around every corner. You and your boyfriend remain tense and alert, scanning the surroundings for any signs of danger. However, despite your fears, you manage to make it to the bunker without incident. As you approach the entrance, you see your friends waiting for you inside. What will you do next?
That's where the real trouble begins.
We made it to the bunker, and let me guess, 2 of them are infected.
Infighting. What are my choices? Those are not things. Those are not actions. Those are comments.
Well, how about we just unload the vehicle into the bunker?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. And make sure that you mention that we have food. Otherwise, they might not mention that we have food. And they might tell us we start to starve or something.
We start to unload our supplies, which includes everything from the hardware store, as well as a fairly extensive set of rations that we've set aside, knowing something like this would be happening soon.
Not a cancel.
Get the mouse over.
Your friends help you unload the supplies and bring them inside the bunker. As you start to organize everything, you notice that some of your friends are looking at you with concern. One of them speaks up. We're glad you made it here safely, but we need to talk about what's going on outside. We've been monitoring the radio and it seems like things are getting worse by the minute. What will you do next?
So here's a question.
Look at creepy with a weird face. Like,
What the heck?
yeah.
There's some AI generation right there.
Yeah, there's like what pillow?
Is that like a dead body over here? We don't even know how many friends we have currently because it's very vague. We have friends in the bunker. We probably should establish how many friends we have. I mean, it may not matter, but just curious.
Yes, I think that's good.
I mean, we can appoint our friends to whatever we want.
Right.
So like we can assemble our party. It's like a D&D adventure.
Yes.
Like, do we want a cleric? Do we want a fighter? Do we want a rogue? What do we want?
Yeah, all of it.
Let's assemble the party.
We need all of it. It's
Okay.
Noah's Ark. We need 2 of
So
everything.
we need to import this information into the AI.
Okay, cover our asses. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking it up. Let's put it down.
Okay, so what do you
Sounds
want?
like you got a plan.
I know.
I think you should click record and.
Okay, so let's think this out. All right, what?
I love you're trying to win this game. That's how much you care about winning.
I want to win. I don't want to die. Okay, so let's.
how do you survive? Like, I feel like the end goal on this is really far away because how do you survive a zombie apocalypse?
Find the cure like I did last time.
Right? Like, are we in like a med bunker?
Okay. Okay, here we go. I look over to Mark and ask him if he knows anything of the outside and the search for the cure, since he is a world-renowned scientist himself.
There you go. There you go.
Mark looks up from the maps and equipment
Here's
on the
my
table,
name.
his expression serious.
One of these
I've been trying to gather as much information as I can, he says. But it's not looking good. The virus seems to be spreading rapidly and there's no sign of a cure yet. He pauses for a moment before continuing. We need to start thinking about long-term survival strategies. We can't stay down here forever. What will you do next?
Okay, so now we have Mark.
Okay, Mark wasn't any help.
Yeah, was there anybody else?
I was thinking more like quietly I'm scanning, all of the people, inventorying, everyone in the room, and it includes like a geneticist and a da-da-da. Like,
Good. Okay, so what do we want? We want a geneticist? We want a soldier? You gotta have someone in case the zombies come in, right? How about a teacher?
oh gosh, this has definitely a blown up thing.
Okay, so are you ready for the prompt?
Sure.
Okay, so
I just got like
you see,
really...
hold on, you see this picture here? You see this group of people? Let's identify this group of people.
My brain is going to a Leroy Jenkins moment where like suddenly the whole bunker blows up and you realize there was a kid in there making IUDs, or like, I don't know, like I just...
We all pass out from exposure to the gas from the stove.
Right? My brain went there.
Somebody clogged up our exhaust pipe from the outside.
the zombie dead bodies piled up on top of it. What do we do next?
Okay, so here we go. Ready?
Wait, we need to start thinking long-term survival strategies. Okay.
Do you want to identify people or not? Like, do now or move on from that thought?
I feel like we're... so, like, my next thought is, like, well, then I ask Sandy, who's our inventory manager, what her, what proposals she has for long-term strategies.
Sure. Talk to Sandy. You ready?
Yeah. Maybe Sandy, our supply and inventory manager, can weigh in on what some of those long-term strategies are.
So now we have Sandy and Mark.
Oh man.
We're naming these people. We need to get a book. We need to write this down.
Sandy nods in agreement and speaks up. We need to start thinking about sustainable food sources, like growing our own vegetables and raising livestock. We also need to make sure we have enough medical supplies and equipment to handle any injuries or illnesses that may arise. She pauses for a moment before adding, and we should start thinking about fortifying this bunker even more in case of any breaches or attacks from the infected.
Oh God.
What will you do next?
We need to get out of the bunker.
Right.
Because basically he's telling us that we're going to get attacked.
Right. And I feel like this is becoming the kind of game that I don't like to play, but you like to play, where you like build up whole like Factoro and that kind of stuff, and you spend all this time like producing stuff, and that's not the kind of game. That's work to me.
So how about we get on the radio, see if there's any other survival colonies out there, and then move to one of those colonies.
Okay.
How about that?
Go for it. Or on the radio, like he did, like with the AI was like, well, what did you hear on the radio?
Yeah. So let's okay. So here we go. I look over at Rob and asked him if he's heard of any settlements or survival colonies anywhere out in the wilderness from listening to the radio transmissions. Hey, look, we have Rob now.
Yeah.
Rob shakes his head. I haven't heard anything about settlements or colonies, but I have been picking up some strange signals on the radio. They're not like any transmissions I've ever heard before. He pulls out a notebook and flips through it, pointing to a page with scribbled notes. I've been trying to decipher them, but so far, no luck. What will you do next?
So it's zombies and aliens?
It's zombie aliens.
Zombie aliens!
Zombie aliens. You want to put that in there? You want to put Caesar as a zombie alien?
Yeah, let's do it.
What was it? Was that Rob? It was Rob.
Yeah.
So I asked Rob if it's zombie aliens. Is that something that he thinks is coming after us? And if that's the case, maybe I should get a hold of my security detail so they can get here to protect us.
Optimize.
Rob looks at you with a confused expression. Zombie aliens? I highly doubt that's what we're dealing with here. He shakes his head before continuing. And as for your security detail, I'm not sure how helpful they would be in this situation. We need to focus on fortifying this bunker and finding sustainable food sources. Sandy nods in agreement. We can't rely on outside help right now. We need to take care of ourselves. What will you do next?
AI's like, no. No.
Decline.
I understand.
Is that what you want to pick?
No. The other two are like, okay, let's fortify.
Okay, you want to fortify? I don't think I want to be stuck in here. Because, like, if they come rushing in, you don't
like,
have
I'm
that way out.
literally like, who's the little teenage punk who's gonna blow up a bomb in the bunker and kill us all? I'm shorting this deal.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to get out of here, get our supplies, and get the hell out of here?
Yeah. I'm gonna eat. I'm no longer playing to win. You're
You're gonna run out and die.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm ready to Leroy Jenkins this.
All right, so
We make a land fertilizer bomb or something.
okay, so you wanna grab our supplies and get out of here.
Yes.
Okay, so you ready?
Okay. Secretly, I realized that the people here are not our best chance for survival, and I give my boyfriend the signal. We agree to continue the conversation, but quietly sneak out that night, taking our supplies and leaving the bunker.
Wow, we just ditching our buddies.
I told you I was
You and your boyfriend quietly gather your supplies and make your way out of the bunker, being careful not to alert anyone. As you step outside, you feel a sense of relief mixed with apprehension. You're on your own now, with no idea what dangers lie ahead. What will you do next?
So we ditched the bunker. Now what?
Now what?
It's time to call in that security detail.
From your super. Yes. I know now is the time to use my satellite phone and call my super secret security detail, which comes within 15 minutes on a helicopter to lift us up out of this situation.
Where do we get the helicopter? Where do we get the security detail?
I was like trying to think of a helicopter, like Apache
I'm sorry,
or whatever.
but you don't have access to a satellite phone or a super secret security detail. You and your boyfriend are on your own in this post-apocalyptic world. You find yourselves standing on a dark, deserted street with abandoned cars and debris scattered about. The only light comes from a flickering street lamp, casting eerie shadows on the cracked pavement. The air is thick with an ominous silence, broken only by the distant sound of shuffling footsteps and low growls. You need to figure out your next move quickly before danger finds you.
Get your shit
What will you
together.
do next?
Okay, well, it already knows I have a security detail.
No.
So you said super secret with the helicopter.
Oh.
Okay, so hold on. I call my security detail to come and pick us up and take us to the next safe house.
It's not gonna do it.
I'm sorry, but as I mentioned earlier, you don't have access to a satellite phone or a security detail. You and your boyfriend are on your own in this post-apocalyptic world. You need to come up with a plan quickly before danger finds you. What will you do next?
All right, you go ahead. What are we doing?
It's like, no, you don't get to do whatever you want. This is a real thing. It's not make believe. You don't get to do whatever you want.
All right, so what do you want to do?
I've got that got dark real fast. What are my choices?
Yeah, I don't know what to do now. I don't know.
We should join the group. Yeah, let's signal and try to help get other survivors and attract all the zombies to us.
Sure. You want to get this over with?
Good idea. How do you plan on signaling for help? And where do you want to start looking for other survivors? Keep in mind that the shuffling footsteps and low growls you hear could be dangerous, so be cautious.
I want to make a lot of noise and attract people to me. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that one. Making loud noises.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna die now.
Maybe. I don't know.
Good plan. You start banging on metal objects and shouting for help, hoping to attract the attention of any nearby survivors. As you make your way towards high ground, you keep a lookout for any signs of life. Suddenly, you hear a loud roar coming from behind one of the abandoned cars. What will you do next?
Run towards
Run away.
Approach cautiously. Sorry.
I use stealth and quickly and quietly move away from the area, dragging my boyfriend behind me.
Dragging it.
You move away from the abandoned car, trying to stay as quiet as possible. You can hear the growling getting louder and closer, but you manage to slip away unnoticed. As you continue towards high ground, you catch a glimpse of a faint glow in the distance. It could be a fire or another source of light. What will you do next?
What do I do? I'm gonna go to the fire? Go to the light.
Sure.
Walk into the light.
Right. Go towards the light. Go towards the light.
That was quick and easy. Go to the light.
You cautiously make your way towards the faint glow in the distance, hoping to find other survivors or a safe place to rest. As you get closer, you can see that it's a small campfire surrounded by a few people.
People!
They seem to be armed and on guard, but they don't immediately attack you. What will you do next?
Well, let's see. They have no food or supplies. They're going to kill us, eat us, and take what supplies we have.
Also, I don't feel like it left us with our vehicle when we left the thing. Sort of like dumped us out. These people look like they are zombies.
Yeah, but that one guy there looks like John. I think that's John. That's our buddy John. Here, let's join him.
Okay, go for it, honey. I'll trust you.
Glancing over at the people, one of them reminds me of my friend John. But wait, it is John. So we're going to come greet our old friend.
You approach the campfire and realize that one of the people is indeed your friend John. He looks surprised to see you, but relieved at the same time. The others seem wary of your presence, but John vouches for you and introduces you to the rest of his group.
Yeah.
They offer you a place by the fire and some food, but they also warn you about the dangers of being out in the open at night. What will you do next?
Ask if there's a safe place to sleep.
Is this place safe to sleep? You just want to die.
I do.
I can
John
tell.
tells you that they have set up a perimeter around the campfire and have been taking turns keeping watch throughout the night. They also have some basic traps and alarms in place to alert them of any approaching danger. However, he warns you that no place is completely safe in this world, and they always need to be on guard. What will you do next?
Sleep.
Ask John and the group what they think we should do.
Look at you.
John and the group suggest that you stay with them for the night and rest, as it's not safe to travel in the dark. They offer you a place to sleep and some extra supplies if you need them. They also mention that they have been trying to establish contact with other survivors through radio signals, but so far they haven't received any responses. What will you do next?
Oh, funny. We left a perfect bunker.
To be outside. We will sleep through the night, and in the morning, we will have the group continuously monitor for radio sounds of any other survivors. looking for the hope that humanity will survive. What?
You settle down for the night, feeling grateful for the safety and warmth of the campfire. The group takes turns keeping watch throughout the night, but nothing eventful happens. In the morning, you wake up to a breakfast of canned food and water. The group sets up a radio station and starts monitoring for any signals from other survivors. After a few hours of static, you hear a faint voice coming through the speakers. It's hard to make out what they're saying, but it sounds like someone is asking for help. What will you do next?
Round up everyone here, turn us into a search party, and go rescue the survivors.
Wherever they
are.
John and the group agree that it's worth investigating the signal and potentially rescuing any survivors. They gather their weapons and supplies, including a map of the area, and set out towards the direction of the signal. As you walk through the woods, you hear more growls and see glowing eyes watching you from the shadows. The tension is high as you approach a small abandoned building where the signal seems to be coming from. What will you do next?
What will you do next? Let's just get in there. Let's just do it.
Let's vomit.
We stick together, safety in numbers, and search the building. How about that?
How about that?
How about that? You're doing great.
You're doing
By the
great.
way. I just want
You
to say,
cautiously approach the building, weapons at the ready. As you enter, you see that it's dark and musty inside. The floorboards creak under your feet as you move through the rooms, searching for any signs of survivors. Suddenly, you hear a loud growl coming from one of the rooms. What will you do next?
send John in to investigate.
John nods and steps forward, cautiously approaching the room where the growl came from. He peeks inside and sees a large creature with glowing eyes, snarling at him. John quickly backs away and signals to the group that they need to retreat. As you all turn to leave, more creatures emerge from the shadows, blocking your path. You're surrounded. What will you do next?
Have the group fight him off while we cower in the corner?
See what it says.
Me and my boyfriend back up into the corner while the group fights off the creatures. I don't know.
See what it does.
You and your boyfriend quickly back up into the corner, trying to stay out of harm's way while the group fights off the creatures. The creatures are relentless, attacking from all sides and forcing the group to constantly shift their focus. You hear screams and gunshots as they fight for their lives. Suddenly, one of the creatures lunges towards you and your boyfriend. What will you do next?
What supplies? Hold on, what supplies did you have? What supplies did you have?
I jump in front of my boyfriend to protect him from the creature.
You didn't even try to fight! She didn't even try to fight!
You quickly jump in front of your boyfriend, shielding him from the creature's attack. The creature claws at you, but you manage to dodge its blows and fight back with your weapon. The group rallies around you, using their weapons to fend off the creatures and protect each other. You hear more gunshots and screams as the battle rages on. Suddenly, one of the creatures lunges towards John, who is caught off guard. What will you do next?
No, not John!
I jump in front of him to shield him from the creature.
You quickly jump in front of John, shielding him from the creature's attack. The creature claws at you, but you manage to dodge its blows and fight back with your weapon. The group rallies around you, using their weapons to fend off the creatures and protect each other. You hear more gunshots and screams as the battle rages on. Suddenly, one of the creatures lunges towards another survivor who is caught off guard. What will you do next?
Stand there and watch him die. Unfortunately, I'm too far away to save him. I stand there in horror as the creature lunges at him.
Coward.
You watch in horror as the creature lunges towards the survivor, who is unable to defend themselves. The group rushes to their aid, but it's too late. The creature sinks its teeth into the survivor's neck, and they fall to the ground lifeless. The The group continues to fight off the creatures, but it's clear that they are outnumbered and outmatched. Suddenly, you hear a loud explosion from outside the building. What will you do next?
Run to the explosion noise. We all run outside to see what the commotion is.
Sure.
It's almost over. It's winding down.
You and the group rush outside to see what caused the explosion.
Number up here.
As you step out, you see a large plume of smoke rising from a nearby building. The creatures seem to be distracted by the noise and chaos, giving you and your group a chance to escape. However, you also notice that more creatures are converging towards your location. What will you do next?
Let's see. What do we want to do?
Stick with the group.
Okay, here, you do it. Ready? Here we go.
Stick with the group, and we decide to go to safety.
Where is that safety at?
I don't know. I got lost.
You and the group quickly make a decision to stick together and head towards safety.
Yeah.
You start running in the opposite direction of the creatures,
There you go.
trying to put as much distance between you and them as possible.
Exactly.
As you run, you hear more growls and snarls behind you, but you don't look back. After a few minutes of running, you come across a small abandoned house that seems relatively safe. What will you do next?
This was a zombie game. What are these creatures?
I don't know. I keep saying creatures.
Huh?
What do we do next?
Well, we're gonna go to the house. Sure, why not?
Let's.
We're going to approach the house cautiously and then search the house. As we're making our way to the house, we talk among ourselves about what these creatures are. Were they zombies?
There you go.
I don't know. But were they?
That's good. That's good.
You and the group approach the house cautiously, keeping an eye out for any signs of danger. As you get closer, you notice that the windows are boarded up and the door is slightly ajar. You push it open slowly, making sure not to make too much noise. Inside, you find a small living room with a couch and a few chairs. There's also a kitchen area with a table and some cabinets. As you search the house, you continue to discuss what these creatures could be. Some members of the group think they might be zombies, while others aren't so sure. Suddenly, one of your group members lets out a scream as they stumble upon something in one of the bedrooms. What will you do next?
Run to investigate.
Run to investigate.
And what we do?
You and the rest of the group rush towards the bedroom where your group member screamed. As you enter, you see that they've stumbled upon a body lying on the bed.
Look at that
It's
picture.
covered in blood and has bite marks all over it. What will you do next?
It won't show us the bloody bite mark picture. Do you see that?
Yeah, it's what?
Censored.
It's all ages.
It's
Probably
censored.
better for Twitch too. What are my choices?
What are your choices?
I mean, I don't think we should stick around. Maybe examine the body and see if we can figure out what happened.
Okay, and you said, let's not stick around. And there's a choice, says not stick around. And you're like, no, let's just stick around.
You and the group approach the body on the bed, examining it closely. The bite marks are deep and look like they were made by something with sharp teeth. There's also a strange smell coming from the body, almost like rotting flesh.
Uh-oh.
As you continue to investigate, you hear a faint scratching sound coming from outside the bedroom door. It sounds like something is trying to get in. What will you do next?
What? We didn't all go into the bedroom and shut the door.
Well, we can say that.
Murder, death.
Hold on, we can say that. We all didn't go into the bedroom. Half of the group was in the bedroom. Half of the group was outside the bedroom. There. How about that?
No, I'm sorry. You can't do that.
You split the group, with some of you staying in the bedroom and others standing guard outside.
Okay.
There.
The scratching sound grows louder and more frantic, as if whatever is on the other side of the door is getting more desperate to get in. Suddenly, there's a loud thud against the door, causing it to shake on its hinges. The scratching stops momentarily before starting up again, even more frenzied than before. What will you do next?
The group outside attacks whatever is on. The group outside goes to investigate the scratching and attacks the creature, killing it.
Yeah, you're saying I killed it.
Done.
I didn't fight it, I killed it.
Right. I just
The group outside cautiously approaches the door, weapons at the ready. As they open it, a creature with glowing eyes lunges towards them, its sharp teeth bared. The group fights back, using their weapons to strike at the creature. It's a fierce battle, but eventually they manage to kill it. As you all catch your breath and assess any injuries, you realize that this is just the beginning of what could be a long and dangerous journey. You'll need to stay alert and work together if you want to survive in this chaotic world. What will you do next?
All right, let's try to fast forward time a little bit here. Okay?
Okay.
All right. We slowly look for survivors, checking the radio every night to find a outpost of other humans that are surviving this apocalypse. It may take us months or years, but we continue on our journey until we find more people.
Nice.
I don't know.
You and the group set out on your journey, moving cautiously through the deserted streets and abandoned buildings. You search for any signs of life, calling out for survivors and checking every radio frequency you can find. As night falls, you huddle together in a safe location and listen to the crackling static of the radio. After several attempts, you finally hear a faint voice calling out for help.
No.
It's coming from an outpost several miles away. Determined to find other humans, you continue on your journey day after day, facing countless dangers along the way. You fight off more creatures with glowing eyes, scavenge for supplies, and navigate treacherous terrain. Months pass by as you travel across the desolate landscape, but finally, after what feels like an eternity of wandering, you spot a flicker of light in the distance. As you draw closer, you realize that it's an outpost of survivors just like yourselves.
We rejoice in finally finding other survivors. Thankfully, our friends are there as well, so we rush to meet them.
And we all lived happily ever after.
As you approach the outpost, you can see that it's made up of several makeshift buildings constructed from scrap metal and wood. A tall watchtower stands at the center of the outpost, with a guard posted at the top. You rush towards the entrance, calling out to your friends who are already there waiting for you. They embrace you warmly, relieved to see that you've made it.
We've made it!
The other survivors welcome you with open arms, offering food and shelter. You spend several days getting to know them and sharing stories of your journey so far. But as time passes, you begin to notice that something is not quite right about this place. The survivors seem on edge and paranoid, constantly scanning the horizon for any signs of danger. One night, as you're sitting around a campfire with your friends, one of the survivors suddenly jumps up and points towards the horizon.
Uh-oh.
They're coming, he shouts.
Oh, great.
Is it the Horde?
No, they're coming. Okay, what is coming?
Yeah, the Horde.
We all look to see what is coming. What is coming? They're coming.
As you all turn to look, you see a group of creatures with glowing eyes approaching the outpost.
Yeah.
They move quickly and silently, their forms barely visible in the darkness. The survivors spring into action, grabbing weapons and taking up defensive positions. The guard in the watchtower shines his flashlight on the creatures, illuminating them briefly before they disappear into the shadows again. The creatures begin to attack, clawing at the walls of the buildings and trying to break through. The survivors fight back fiercely, but it's clear that they are outnumbered. What will you do?
Okay, so how about we have the military come and save us?
You're our special security.
That's right. We all continue to fight back for our survival the best we can. Hopefully we can hold out until the military gets here to save us. We're all gonna die.
You join in the fight, using whatever weapons you can find to fend off the creatures. The survivors are holding their own, but it's clear that they're struggling to keep the creatures at bay. As you fight, you hear a distant rumbling sound. It grows louder and louder until it becomes clear that it's coming from a military vehicle approaching the outpost. The survivors cheer as the vehicle pulls up and soldiers jump out, armed with heavy weaponry. They quickly take control of the situation, mowing down the creatures with ease. With the threat eliminated, the soldiers turn their attention to the survivors. They ask questions about what happened and how they managed to survive for so long on their own. After some discussion, they offer to take you all back to their base where you can receive medical attention and rest before deciding what your next move will be. What will you do?
Okay, so let's try to wrap this up. Let's see if they have a cure.
No, I think we could just like accept their help and go back to their whatever.
Okay.
Their
Ready?
base. And live happily ever after.
Do you want to say and live happily ever after? Say it. Ready? Here we go.
We accept their help and go back to their base, and everyone is healed and recovered, and we realize this is a place that we can live out our lives and live happily ever after.
The end. Let's find out.
I think I approach it way more like story.
The soldiers lead you all to their base, which is a sprawling complex of buildings surrounded by high walls and guarded by heavily armed personnel.
Okay.
You are taken to the medical wing where doctors and nurses tend to your wounds and give you medicine to help with any infections. As you recover, you begin to explore the base and meet other survivors who have been living there for months. They tell you stories of how they managed to survive in this world, sharing tips on how to avoid the creatures and scavenge for supplies. You start to feel a sense of hope that maybe, just maybe, this could be a place where you can live out your days in peace. The military offers training programs for those who want to learn how to defend themselves better, as well as jobs within the base such as farming or maintenance work. Months pass by and life at the base becomes routine. You wake up each day feeling grateful for another chance at life, surrounded by people who have become like family.
All right.
So submit.
Okay. We give in to this life and realize that this is all that there is left. We will stay here forever, and this will be our home.
Yep.
The end. It's the end, right, guys? The end.
Oh, I think I was thinking like submit is
As
like
time passes,
the end.
you come to accept this new life as your own. You find comfort in the routine of daily tasks and the sense of community that has formed within the base. You watch as children grow up and new families are formed, all while feeling a sense of gratitude for being alive in this world. The military continues to provide protection and resources for everyone within the base, ensuring that life can continue on as normal as possible. Years go by, and you realize that this is your home now. You have found a place where you belong, surrounded by people who have become like family. And even though the world outside may still be chaotic and dangerous, you know that here within these walls, there is safety and hope for a better future.
This is the end of my story. We will continue this life until the day that I die.
Like, is it supposed to say you win?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a game over. You win.
Oh, okay.
As you settle into your routine life within the base, you know that this is where you belong. You continue to live each day with gratitude for being alive in this world and surrounded by people who have become like family. Years go by, and eventually, the time comes when you pass away peacefully in your sleep. Your legacy lives on within the walls of the base, as those who knew you continue to tell stories of your bravery and resilience in the face of adversity.
Oh.
The world outside may still be chaotic and dangerous, but here within these walls, there is safety and hope for a better future. And though you may be gone, your memory will always be cherished by those who knew you. Congratulations.
It looks like narrator has decided to conclude your adventure. You can treat this like an ending, however, you can still continue to play on the save. And there we go. We didn't die. We made it to a military base. We lived out our days happy and together.
We weren't part of the cure, though.
We did not save humanity. But we survived until we died of an old age.
Sustained.
That's right. That's right. We persevered in the hardships. All right, and that's it. That's another AI adventure with my girlfriend. That was fun. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I can convince her to do another video with me. So if you guys want to see more videos with the both of us, let me know in the comments. And have a good day.